No, I do.
Yeah.
Okay, that's too bad. Mine's left-handed stick.
Okay, where?
Oh yeah, you're right.
If I get that. You are live now?
We are, I think, literally, yep. So,
Just on Twitch or YouTube?
oh, Twitch and YouTube.
Okay, I was gonna try to post something.
Yeah, feel free. I will tag you on these too. Hey yo, Redlining Daily. Oh, Chomps. Yeah, Chomps in the building. Love it. Love to see the people already. Thought we'd have to wait a little bit longer, but we're already getting people in. Yo, can you give me a dabber?
Something that fits in here.
Oh shit, Dave.
There's Puff Daddy.
Left-handed stick. I gotta change it.
Listen, I know you as the original.
I know why a lot of people are like,
The same way that Puff Daddy tried to change and I still called him Puff Daddy. He wasn't Diddy. He wasn't Daddy. He was Puff Daddy.
Alright, we're going to Maine.
Let's get it.
What up, guys?
What's up? Oh man, what an episode we have planned for you today. A lot of firsts going down. Of course, you have the usuals. The Dankster, the AZ Dank, my partner in crime, the one and only IG Hashington. But today we've got the special guest, the first ever guest. We've got a Hash Man on the show. We've got Hunter, the Hash Man. Speaking of Arizona Terps, Arizona Hash, here it is, baby.
What up, guys?
Thank you for joining us today. We're stoked to have my man. You've seen us review his Piatella and some of his cold cure last season when we were focused on Arizona hash. And like we said, the Arizona hash doesn't stop, but we're mixing in more things. You're seeing out-of-state hash. You're seeing food reviews. I'm super stoked, a little bit nervous. We've talked about it for years. Finally have our first ever interview sesh with someone not in the group, so I'm really stoked. Hopefully we're going to hear a little bit about Hunter's kind of past and who he is, how he's gotten here.
We got an echo. Alright.
We got thank you whoever said that. It might be because of the
Yeah, it might be because of
but he's been working with the Lost Dutchman. He's been working on a lot of new flavors. We're gonna get to try some of those today. Talk with him about some of them today. But welcome to the show. Excited. How you been?
Good.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we appreciate you coming on. So you did have the two strain drops, right? The Piatella and then the Guava.
Guava's hard.
The Guava. Okay.
Yep.
We haven't seen anything else hit the market, right?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Cool. So I think we should, once you figure that out, I do think we should get going with the dab to start the show. Maybe introduce us to one of the first flavs that you were kind of thinking that you've been working on, something like that.
Heck yeah. I mean, we got a bunch of different ones. If you guys want to look at anything that jumps out, some of them have them written on the bottom.
Okay, Hunter the Hash Man, Lost Dutchman,
But that's the one that's not gonna happen later.
Okay.
That's Gushman's.
Gushmans.
Yeah.
Okay, we got Gushmans here. We got BK Mints.
Yep. Bubba Cushman.
Bubba Cushmans. Hell yeah. We have.
Is the echo still there? So I need to make sure all these things are good. Is the echo gone? Does it look good?
Papaya Blue.
Papaya Glue.
Papaya Glue. So that's got to be obviously papaya and glue.
Papaya Gorilla Glue.
Oh, yeah, that's a classic.
Yep.
The Myers Lemon, that's the kind of famed one that he did his Piatella in that everyone really liked. Is this the cold cure or the
Yeah,
Piatella?
that's gonna be some cold.
Thick. We wanted to see it in cold cure, so that's exciting. And then you have a big jar.
Yeah, this is some rainbow haze. This is another.
Rainbow haze. Okay.
Yeah.
Any that you want to start with? What's the first one we should crack?
My bad. I was not paying attention.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to make sure things are good.
Rainbow haze. Don't crack it. Right now we're deciding which we should crack first. Rainbow haze. The bubble kush mints.
Ooh, bubble kush.
The papaya glue. Papaya crossed with Gorilla Glue.
That's new.
Myers lemon, which was the one we did in the Piatella, but that's gonna be the cold cure form.
I do like myself some lemons.
And then the gush mints.
Yeah, it's cool. Lemon.
Oh yeah, the one that so the one that we tried, and the one that you entered in the AZ Culture Cup, right?
Yep.
And
Yeah.
what did you place again? I want to say it was
We got 7.
seven. Hell yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
How was that whole experience?
It was cool. I mean, it was the first competition I've ever been in, so I don't
Yeah.
have anything really to like base it off.
Okay.
But it was cool. You know, we did it really last minute. Like I entered fresh press, like pressed it out like a few hours before I went and dropped.
Holy shit.
Type thing.
Okay, dope.
It was cool. You know, I got to meet a lot of new people. I know there was like some hiccups everyone was talking about. But personally for me, just being able to get out there and meet like some other makers and like see what's going on in the rest of the world and outside of my little bubble was kind of cool.
Sick.
So I had a good time.
I would say my 2 questions for you from that, and you kind of touched on it, but what did you, being your first experience and whether you know it or not, I could tell you were around some like really big, black market hash makers in the scene. So I'm curious if you had any takeaways or if it was just cool to kind of chop it up and see their new flavs. And then I am curious. I know you had a good time, but what are your thoughts on the hiccups as a competitor?
I mean, like going on the hiccups part, just to get it out of the way. Like,
Yeah.
I entered fresh press and it was, sugared up by the time it got out into the kids. I think, it had a lot to do with they said they had a mix up with like the jars and we had to wait a few extra hours to get them all out. So maybe that had something to do with it, but that was a little disheartening to see. But instead of being like, oh, like someone mishandled it or something, I just took it as like, okay, no, like you gotta like enter some stuff that like someone couldn't fuck it up even if they tried. Like,
Love it, yeah.
Really, like just okay, next time like plan ahead and do the cold cure, like, and do it that way.
Okay, dope.
As far as like meeting other people and like seeing like what some of the top guys were doing, it was just cool to see the flavors out there and the kind of style of like hash that like people are like wanting to go for, because that maybe isn't all the time gonna be like what I prefer personally. So just kind of being able to see that and like adjust my techniques and stuff that I'm doing and like what we're searching for to kind of like meet the needs of like the bigger.
Yeah, love it. Love it. Love to hear that, because I feel like that's what we love. Grow Sciences here, and we love a lot, but like that's what maybe some of the bigger companies are lacking is we love seeing you enter the competitions. We love seeing you hone your craft basically, and kind of like, hey, I like this, but yeah, what is the market like?
Yeah, you didn't really have any training wheels. You just said, fuck it, let's enter comps.
Yeah,
a lot of people will take a long time to enter those comps.
Yeah, I mean, well, I've been making hash since like pretty like full time since 2020.
Nice.
That's great. I wanted to get into that. So that's good. So since 2020,
Yeah.
because I've heard your classic. I hear so much, and I've got my ear to everything. So I've heard your name so much since 2020, and I'd always wondered like who you were, and I mixed up stories, but that's crazy. So you've been working on it since 2020, and what was the thing that got you into it, or the person, or the
So I've always kind of been into weed. Like I started smoking pretty young compared to like a lot of other people.
Yeah.
And like I always had an infatuation with like hash or bubble hash, like from the rip. There used to be this guy called like the Weed Report back in like man, like probably like 2010, like 2009.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah,
sounds
vaguely
yeah.
familiar, yeah.
This dude at the time, you know, we didn't have any legalization in Arizona, and he'd be going to all the head shops and like getting like this bubble hash and smoking them on like titanium nails. And I never had any access to it, but like the obsession was always there. We had like a few times gotten some, you know, brown stuff and like wrapped in cellophane that was bubble, but nothing that you would be like putting on those titanium nails or anything like that. And then around like, you know, mid 2000, like late 20 teens, maybe like 2018, 2019, I was following this other guy, the 710 extractionist, who's just some dude out in Oregon who worked for like some small medical spots doing BHO, and then he would also do flower rosin. And when I saw that starting to come into like play, I was like, oh shit, like I could do this like at my house, like I could just do it for myself, like. So that kind of got me down the rabbit hole of like wanting to like get a press and squish some nugs and stuff.
That's sick.
Yeah.
You were curious, so.
You know,
Curiosity.
Sounding kind of like a do-it-yourself. You kind of taught yourself.
Yep.
Just dove right in.
Yep.
You're a dive right in type of guy, is what it's sounding like. That's
Yeah,
dope. Yeah.
you know, like fuck around and find out.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Get a lot of bad hash in the process, but you know, you make enough good hash by mistake, you know, sometimes, and eventually you start to figure out like maybe why that's happened.
Hell yeah. I love it.
And,
Let's take a dab of that Myers lemon, yeah?
like, yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Excited.
Oh, I keep touching that.
I'm gonna open it because yeah, it's over here.
Cool, yeah.
Oh wow.
The Myers lemon we had in
Good
Piatella
job.
was loud as hell, but obviously on this show we always complain about Piatella and we want it in the cold cure and yada yada yada. So today my man brought it in the cold cure form.
That's fire. It smells great, bro. It's like
Pretty amazing too, you have to say. Obviously the we don't know what happened with the comp, but the fact that you got 7th with fresh press that buttered up is pretty impressive.
Oh, you buttered up fresh press?
Yeah, it was buttered up
Yeah.
fresh press. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah,
Let it cure in the jar type thing. I see you.
yeah, that Myers lemon is
Classic like lemon tree, just delicious. The good kind of lemon. The like not it's not that it's sweet, but a sweeter lemon rather than like a sour lemon.
She fire. Sure.
Yeah, hell yeah. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, guys. All right, guys. You know the damn deal. If you got your dabbers, if you got your Puffcos, whatever. If you're at work, tell your boss you're busy. You got to go on your lunch. We're about to dab it up with the Hash Man himself, Hunter the Hash Man.
I like how you just touch it and it's just like
We're about to go in on his Myers lemon. One more time. What's the cross on this bad boy?
so the real name of this strain is Lemon Head for Life.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
Lemon Head for Life. And it's going to be an Icebox Eye by Early Orange, which is lemon diesel outlier team.
Okay.
someone said they got a lot of lemon rind from this.
I would agree with that. But it comes off in this sweet lemon tree type of way, like
Like a sweeter Amarillo.
yeah, exactly. Yep.
Sweeter Amarillo.
Yep.
Well, this one's going to come off a lot different than like the Piatella and earlier harvest, you know, more dialed with harvest technique and the souring and timing. It seems like this one, if you get it a little bit earlier, it retains more of the sweetness, and the further you go into it, the more gassy and like zesty lemon that you
Okay.
get.
Okay, dope. This is one, again, a lot of you have tried this, but if you didn't know, when this one came around, man, people were so hyped on this. Just like the green dot drop and stuff like that was one of those moments in Arizona hash where you just saw everyone.
My bad.
No, go ahead.
Someone just made a good point. I think Dad, not done yet, said this shit will stain your palate. Should we set it for the last one instead? It's gonna stain our palate and our rig. Good job, Dom. We're gonna do it last.
Okay, we'll pivot. We'll pivot. That's fine. I'm okay. That was a good suggestion. Because I do remember this stuff being very stainy.
fine.
But regardless, we're just, I mean, you know, it's a lighthearted episode. We're just testing the terps out today.
Yeah, I mean,
Whatever you
my
want.
hope is that, you know, every strain will stain the palate, so.
There you go. There you go. He's trying to stain rigs out here.
Everything's stained. It smells good.
Okay, so papaya and which one's this?
Papaya and blue.
Okay, I'm getting lots of the Gorilla Glue.
The Gorilla Glue, I feel like with this one, definitely reinforces, like, more of, like, the funky, like, skunky side of
Yes.
the papaya.
Okay.
Cheers, guys.
It does have a slight funky, you know, that trashy kind of, but then it goes off into that, like, delightful, more, like, leafy glue. All right, cheers, guys. Under the hash, mans. Papaya glue.
Oh, he's gone.
I feel like the chem comes out in the glue.
I got a lot of glue. Oh no, we're disappearing.
To his point, though, it does, to Hunter's point, it does play that kind of papaya tone. Not like crazy, nothing crazy tropical, but that kind of, that funk from the papaya. Whatever that is, that clean funk, they play off one another for sure.
Oh, that was good.
Airy on the back, cushy, almost desserty on the front.
I feel like you get, like, it's definitely glue dominant, but you get papaya and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
So like the gummy part of the papaya comes off with the glue, and then it's
Love me a good glue.
love a good glue. Yeah.
Fire. Wait for both of you to mix an old school strain with like a new school papaya.
So this is one that Dutchman was fun.
Oh really?
Yeah, a lot of the
He didn't cross it though, right?
no, this was a cross.
Okay. Wow. So nice job. We got local crosses being made.
He crossed it.
Oh.
Like, yeah.
Oh, okay.
My bad.
No, you're good. You're good. You just took it down.
But it wasn't a blend. It was
Yes.
it's a cross.
Okay.
Papaya.
Okay. But he just like hunted the Pinot or whatever.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. I mean, to Ashington's point, yeah, you got two all-star strains, papaya and GMO. Did they name that one? I don't think that one had. Or wait, did I just say GMO?
Yeah.
We're all really high. I meant GG4. That dab got me ripped to start. That was a nice start. I'm digging it.
Fuck.
Yeah, you ripped that one spicy.
Did he?
I didn't see.
All
I
that.
didn't like. I'm gonna see.
We're using a new nail,
Yeah, it's not mine. I
and you don't normally use that
Yeah.
temp check.
probably should.
He's just going straight blind today.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna use different nail.
I left my towel over there too.
I can grab it, or okay. Yeah, feel free if you need to get out too. I can let you out. All right, guys. If you're not familiar with Hunter the Hash Man, we've got him on today with local hasher, kind of just getting back into the public game. I don't know what he's been doing behind the scenes, but he popped out recently with the Lost Dutchman. And okay, that's maybe another thing you could help. And if you can't, that's fine. I think he tried on one of the episodes, but the Lost Dutchman, is that not a smoke shop?
No, that is a smoke shop.
That is a smoke shop. Is it the same person?
No.
Okay.
What's his name?
I know. Listen,
Oh
can
my
we
god.
talk-
Oh my god.
Can we talk about it? Fine, make fun of me. That's what the show is for.
I wonder if, do you know that new brand that came out, Hostess? They're doing that
Shut the
too.
fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Okay, no, but for real, then who's the Lost Dutchman? It's just a company. Have they been around forever? And
Yeah, they've been on for a while.
Like 7 years, I think.
Oh shit. Okay, so
They were like a superior company. Then they wasn't the guy. Wait, were you the one who did the skull?
Old?
Yeah, the skull, the superior skull. Who did that?
Oh, so that was John. That was the other guy's superior.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, that was
Okay,
the
that's
good
cool.
time there.
I mean, ish. Like they did them in it like
Football.
yeah,
skull,
different.
Yeah.
So sorry, I can't even talk. That'd be crazy talk.
Right.
That's sick. That's fun.
Okay, so they've been around forever doing what's their bread and butter? Flour?
Yeah, I mean, they're kind of, I would say like a craft, like,
Okay.
family run grown type of deal,
Okay.
Smaller operation. I haven't heard about them myself, until the last couple years.
Okay.
Yeah.
And okay, we're jumping ahead, but that's perfectly fine. We can jump around in it. We're just having fun today. We're taking dabs with Hunter. We're trying out his stuff. Let's talk then about, so how did that come about with them? Especially if you didn't know them. How the bond, or you guys?
Relationship.
Yeah.
Long story short, I knew some mutual people who, started doing some stuff over there, and I kind of poked my head in over there a couple times over the years, and then started talking more. Initially, it was gonna do some work with another group, and it, didn't quite work out, but it was kind of a situation where I was like, okay, well, these Dutchman guys, they had a bunch of stuff they wanted to get made into hash. I had my own, equipment and setup. I'm like, I can, pull this stuff up and let's see if anything's worthwhile and see what's going on, So I came in and set up a temporary setup. We started to kind of test and different stuff and.
Oh.
In this case, curiosity paid off, huh?
Yeah,
Love that.
exactly.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you guys just had they understood what you were bringing to the table type thing,
Yeah, thankfully, the other group who did, kind of introduce me to them. They kind of hyped me up, pretty good, and, I think that worked to their advantage, and with the first couple tests, we did some really small tests, but what I thought I had saw in their garden, was there and translated into the hash. I'm like, okay, there's actually some potential here if we can get everyone working in sync for what we need to do to cultivate it for hash in small tweaks. And I was like, all right, let's see if we can make some stuff happen.
Dope. Okay. Dope. Okay, let's crack another jar with you guys.
It's gotta be the other one, not the Myers.
There's a bunch here.
Gotta be the other ones.
What do you mean?
He came in.
There's 5.
Oh,
No,
shit.
I'm going.
Holy fuck.
I'm going curveball. This is the one I want to do. Rainbow Haze.
Sour? What? I mean,
So I don't know. I'm gonna have to check with
Okay.
Jordan, and I will get back to you guys.
Okay.
But I'm not 100% sure on the specific cross on this one. And from my understanding, the seed pack or the cut, I think it was the seed pack, but it was gifted to someone else.
Okay.
I gotta verify.
Okay, totally cool. And Jordan is someone at Lost Dutchman?
So Jordan's the head cultivator they got going right now.
Dope.
And,
Dope. Okay.
Definitely want to give him his props. 'Cause
Yeah,
he,
shout out Jordan.
He really knows his stuff, and as soon as I kind of hooked up with him and talking with him, okay, yeah, this kid knows how to grow and understands growing for fire and those nuances that a lot of these places aren't thinking about, smoking ability, that.
Yep.
And some nose, there's just different stuff like that, and I was like, all right, this, he does a good job, so
Dope.
it's cool to work with someone like that, and you can get on the same page.
I can definitely tell you guys, the Myers, the Lemonhead Delight, you guys definitely have found a good one in that right off the bat.
Yeah.
I see what you mean. And then as far as Rainbow Haze goes, I've said this in multiple videos before. Any person making genetics that name rainbow, you better have some kind of Z in there. Because I've had ones that don't have, it's not belts, it's not Z, it's just they thought it would be cute to also name a rainbow strain. I always want it to have Z. I'm hoping there's some kind of like belts with the haze. That would be crazy. Looks crazy. Oh, whoa. Okay. I feel like I could have been spot on. I feel like it's like belty. It starts belty, and then it goes. It's more hazy to me, but it has a sugary start. That could definitely be a belt or a Skittle. 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got like this, like, again, I'm not sure either, but it's definitely got like a rainbow, like, fruitiness front up to it.
Sure.
Like, that, like, hazy.
Yeah.
So,
So this would be a great example. If Skittles isn't in there, then this is a time that I'm hella wrong because that's well named. It has a rainbow chirp dominated by a haze chirp for sure. I'm very curious about
Like, haze is that fun.
I'm going low on this one because I feel like low is always better.
Oh god.
Oh, we're gonna open some packs too. I think there's 2 in here, so I'll let you guys do it.
Right.
Do we actually? Do we get to keep the?
Look, man.
If I get $100,000 card, are we keep? Do we get to keep it?
You didn't know a $1,000 card from a $2 card. Fuck you.
I'm just gonna base it off of your reaction. If you get really excited, keep it.
I'm just gonna be quiet.
Yeah.
I can't hear you with the sound of the torches, my guy. I'm sorry.
It's either a make double or $2 card.
Yeah, bro, that's that $2 card.
It's one.
Oh, that's awful.
Was there ever any interest in having like your own legacy brand, as they like to say, or was that never really even a? You were just waiting for the right time to get in it properly, or whatever.
You know, I never really like wanted to push that route super hard. Just cause, like I said, I started smoking like pretty young, like when it
Yeah.
was like super
Yeah,
illegal stuff,
yep.
and like
Good point.
I got in trouble on some stuff.
Okay.
When I was pretty young.
Okay.
And like it just, you know, never like, and you know, I didn't, you know, my shit young, but like it never seemed smart to just be super exposed like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So it's like if there is, you know, this legal way of doing it, like why not? You know.
Oh yeah.
And it's funny because I do have people hit me up, oh, like market name, bro. Like,
I know. But
and it's like, I feel like that invalidates like all these like activists and shit that tried so hard to like make it like legal so that like the dude who's like dabbing doesn't even have to like look over their shoulder about it. Like, why wouldn't you want to like try and like elevate like that
100%.
shit and like see it flourish?
And the market needs the use.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why I would be mad at people in your DMs on that. Like, nah, we need him. We need him. Like, as long as, you know, you don't go corporate or whatever, the man, then that's fine. But it's like, no, we need more people like you on that side so that that kind of stuff is available. This kind of stuff is available, which is a great segue into, are there more, is all this like more plans for more drop?
Yeah, so pretty much all the stuff here is what we've got planned to, be the next.
Okay, dope. Okay, I didn't know if that was official, so I didn't want to say that. So that's dope. So the stuff we are trying today, I didn't want to say it, but it will be able for you guys to try and buy. So you guys are working on another drop. Will it only be, obviously once you recover, but will it only be through the delivery service again, or will there be, like, can you go to dispensaries and whatnot? That will be my next question once you recover.
So,
Rainbow Haze.
it's like a candy, sweet candy haze.
You can't eat it. You got 3 eggs. Nailed it. I didn't want to burn the heat.
Wow. Wow. Unique.
Right?
That one's unique. That's, yes. Okay. Hell yeah. I'm not a haze guy, but I'm vibing the uniqueness, and I'm vibing because it did translate just like we thought.
I've dialed into 10 temperatures because my computer.
I went low on purpose, like I told you guys. I would even argue
I just.
the dab at a lower temp does come off much more sugary than the nose. As where the nose really goes for me hazy. This one did have a good amount of that, like, sugar, rainbow. Doesn't necessarily scream Z, but it definitely does scream rainbow, sugar.
Oh yeah.
With still now the haze backing, I would say. But not too hazy for me.
I like that one.
Really, one is good.
Uh,
Okay, so this stuff will be hitting the market.
Yeah.
We kind of jumped ahead to Lost Dutchman and all these that we're trying right now. So 2026, jumping back to 2020, you finally decide to start making hash. You're kind of diving into it on your own.
So I've probably been doing it for like you're at that point, just like squishing my own flower drops, pretty much. This was like in the medical days at that point. And then around COVID time, I was actually back home with my parents because of some health issues that happened to me, and the hash like really kind of like helping me cope with a lot of that stuff at the time. But I didn't have any money for that shit, so I was at the time, going to dispos and like finding like the most fire flower I could, just wishing it to smoke myself.
Damn.
Okay. My dad knew the guys who owned Superior because he'd done some work with them, and I started buying stuff from them.
Okay, and they were always the OG. I used to, because I've worked in dispensaries forever, but when I would go get other stuff, that's where I would go, is Superior, because they had like the most exotic Arizona concentrates, and they also had really good stuff.
Yeah. So 2020, their hash maker John got sick, and
John, does he have an IG?
I don't know if it's still up, but it was Hashman John.
Okay, this is all connecting the dots for me. This is good. Okay, good. So that was their original hash. Okay, continue.
Yeah, so I had, like I said, I've been swishing the rosin for like about a year pretty consistently, just at home, and I had been following a lot of like the weed community on Instagram, on like my personal Instagram, and then I was like, you know what, I want to make one to like post this flower rosin swishing. Started doing that, grabbing a bunch of stuff from Superior. Someone got sick. They're like, you want to like come in and like try and do some stuff? And I was like, all right. So I took a job over there.
Oh damn. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's something I didn't know about you. So you were an extractor at Superior.
Yeah. And
Okay.
that's kind of how it all like. that's like when it like really started.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
yo.
And that's when I was like, they had bought a bunch of material from Copper State. They wanted to get into fresh frozen. They like made the leap yet. John got sick, and they were like, "Yo, like, can you figure this stuff out? Like, we ordered a freeze dryer, it'll be here in like a few months. Like, you know, like, let me order this shit and like, figure it out." So like, I just got to work. They had a GM at the time, Kevin, who had helped with like a couple like things, but didn't know like a whole ton either. And he was like, just go check out the roll it up and Matt Rise thread, and like that's probably like a good place to start. And I just kind of went from there, and you know, yeah,
Just dove in.
yeah,
Became a bookworm.
yeah, and you know, just trying to like get any info I could off the internet, experiment, like some stuff was coming out pretty rough, and then like every once in a while we'd have like, oh shit. And then once I kind of got the setup a little more dialed, like started hand washing and like magic and like really like scaling it. Like we got a couple good ones. They started giving me stuff here and there. Like, oh, and that was this dude Kevin. Kevin is actually someone that like my family like knows from like way back in the day. Well, like,
Okay.
I used to play like popcorn or football with these dudes.
Whoa, okay.
Like,
Okay. So it was a meant to be type thing.
yeah, and Kevin is a legacy guy. So like he's been growing like, you know, those things. And the whole nine. And then when I started to watch some of his stuff, like some of the shit started to really oh shoot. We started to get, you know, a little traction from there, and, you know, that's where he kind of took off. You know?
Okay. So you started making some like fun. What was like a fire batch you can remember? I don't know if you ever did the Jenny, but I remember you guys having just
So Jenny first like really ones to start coming out super fire.
Okay, yep.
And then we had this lemon tree that they grew. Like we never got to release a ton of it. It didn't yield like super well.
Okay.
Yeah, it was crazy fire.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
And then we actually had a Mac one, I think.
I want to say I remember that too.
Yeah. No.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So how long? So it starts going good. How long were you doing it for them?
It's hard to say. I think I was there for about a year-ish.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, it started to go really good, and like I don't want to get like too into like any negative stuff,
Yeah.
but like, you know, they come in, they give you, you know, a goal, you know, you get promises made, and then maybe somewhere along the line those change, and you know,
Yeah.
frustrations build.
Yep.
Some other stuff happened. Anyways, I ended up leaving, and that's when I had met Maz, and we had started session like here and there, and he was actually
While you were there, or once you had left?
right kind of towards the end of local, like right when I was about to get out of there, and he was leaving local to go do his thing at Sonoran Roots. So he was like, "Yo, like this would be a perfect fit for you. Like, why don't you like come do stuff over there?" So right as he left, I kind of like came in and like took over stuff there, and that's
Okay.
how all that happened.
Okay. Dope. So you guys worked together a little bit, or?
No, I don't work with
Oh damn.
no.
Okay.
Jack was like working with, I don't know if you know Jack McTash. He did
Yeah.
the Cannon Planet stuff.
Yes.
So he was working with Moss for like a couple weeks, like as they were like kind of like on the way, like he was getting ready to leave, and then it just kind of circumstances like lined up with my stuff, and it's like, yo, like you should probably like come in here and like Jack can like help you, and like you guys could like, go do this.
Oh.
And then yeah,
Hunter, Maz, and Jack.
yeah. So Moss left, and then I got in there and worked with Jack for
And that's at the local joint?
Yep.
yeah.
Local
Okay,
drink.
dope. Oh yeah.
Tacos on the sofa.
Oh yeah. Okay. So you're just honing your craft more and more during this.
Yeah, pretty much. Local was an interesting experience for sure. We, you know, we had some good stuff, but like there was a lot of problems there in the cultivation side, and like that was like really like a time for me where I was like realizing like how important like the way you grow stuff is into this.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
for me, shit was coming out. Not everything was coming out how I was, you know, getting used to it coming out.
Okay.
Trying to figure out what was, you know, wrong on my end. Sometimes it's a little bit of like, you know, that's where like if you are like really trying to do this on a high level, like you better like be
Okay.
you better, you know, be aware of what's happening there and like,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys ever heard of this game called Pokemon?
Oh my God. Leave it to Hashington. I
Open up
swear to God.
Pokemon pack for us.
This, I
guys.
swear to God, leave it to Hash.
Brought to you by Ice Smoking.
I'm giving you guys good hash info, and this guy's just pulling Pokemon out his ass.
Pokemon!
And he's just like, hey guys, oh
Right.
look what I got.
Well, you need to take a break real quick.
If I get the $100,000 card, it's mine.
No, it's not.
It's fucking mine.
We'll celebrate it.
I'm running.
We'll
I'm running out
celebrate
here.
it.
I'm running out of here.
Of course, yeah, you guys.
To be honest, I'm that guy. So I'm like I don't even know how to open these. That's what
You don't know how to open them?
No.
You open them from the back.
Okay. Like this?
Like a normal person.
I don't want to bend the cards though.
Just open the card. Then.
I would open them with the scissors.
I don't have scissors for you. Want me to do it?
Okay.
Rip it like this.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I mean it. You did it right first. Huh? Just pull it back from right there. Just pull it. And it'll open right there in the middle.
He did this on purpose. He wanted me to look dumb.
Yeah, me too. I haven't opened a Pokemon pack in years. I don't
You guys got it? Yeah, you did it right.
Listen, man, I'm high. I got sweaty hands.
Yeah.
This was the trick.
Pop, but I'm
Yeah.
not trying to bend the.
There you got it.
I don't got it.
You got it.
Do you see me? Hashington.
Yeah, you did it right.
I what? But it's not.
Look,
that's
it's already
what I'm saying.
open.
So
There we go.
Yeah.
there we go. Yeah.
Alright.
All right, and then you throw away the one in the back, right? And then you'll take one from the back.
Yeah, so you throw that one away,
Take
right?
the other-
Take the
What's
back
the
one
back
and put it in the front.
Take this one.
Yeah, put it in the front.
Put it in the front.
And that'll show you the energy card. Yeah. Take the back one and throw it in the front. And then now you'll start to show.
Now you flip one.
No, from the front. So you show it from the
Oh,
front.
okay. Okay. Boom.
Okay.
And then, yeah. 2 energies. Or
Okay.
2 energies.
This show's gotten random. This is Monday Hash Live, baby. The one thing that always stays true, though, we are smoking hash. We got Pokemon cards today. And if I get that $100,000 card, I'm running out of here because these guys are going to try to jump me as fast as can.
That's the reason we're there.
Okay.
Alright, cheers, guys.
Basic energy,
Alright. Energy.
pan sausage.
Mindful.
I got pan sausage.
Ducklet.
I got Elgarim. He
Alright.
looks like he's in
Moldy.
some weird shit
Yeah,
for sure.
Alright.
Amolgra.
Alright.
Amolgra. Cute,
Sweetle.
but no one's
Alright.
freaking
Alright.
out in the room yet.
Feeling?
I know nothing about these
Some
guys. I'm just
Sweetle?
waiting for someone to freak
Alright.
out.
Alright, Watchdog.
Blink.
Watchdog. Clink. Alright, yeah, come on.
Fennel.
That's a nice one.
We got a bad bee today.
We got
Fennel.
Garbodor. Nice. Alright.
Okay. See, I would have thought this one is like somebody. Raw.
Alright. Samir. Some. Samir. Yes.
That looks like a shroom. That's kind of cool.
Alright, a Harley Quinn. Okay. That's nice. That's nice. Okay. What's that? Alright.
I was gonna say Master Ball.
What's that?
Dharma Titan. Dharma Knight.
Goliath.
Dharma Knight.
Sweet.
He's like semi-shiny.
Nice.
Golurk. He's also shiny.
Oh shit!
And then
Damn.
Curium, which is kind of. They told me if it's animated, then it means it's good. It's also kind of shiny.
That one's good.
It is.
That's a good one.
It is.
Yeah.
He says this one's good, guys.
These are fire.
I'm sure you guys don't know either, but
Cool. That was fun.
no one freaked out, or I would have fucking.
Let me see that.
I would have got my own new Darby with this.
Bending it.
I would have gotten like a whole rosin drink.
Bending it.
What?
You're bending it.
No, I'm not.
I'm swinging it around like an idiot. Gosh damn. Now it went from 100,000. Now it's only 50 cents.
Damn it! See, this is why you don't let me handle nice things.
All right.
Okay, it's tap time.
Back to
Tap
hash.
time. Back to hash. Back to your regular scheduled program.
Once again, thanks to I Smoke Exotics for the Poke Packs.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out. No, dope. Okay.
Yeah.
Next jar, your pick.
The Beacon Ones?
Come on, I'm excited.
I think you'll like that one. You like gassy stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright. Ooh, I like the way it looks. This
I'm excited.
actually
Petrol.
was part.
BK Mints. Bubba Kush Mints. Bubba Kush Mints.
Yeah.
Oh, I see why you said that. It's got this one's
Nice.
crazy looking.
Crazy looking one.
Ooh yeah, baby.
Gas tone for me.
Oh hell yes. Okay. Overall smell is my favorite we've smelled so far. Aside from the overall smell, though, it is the most up my alley. I'm loving. It does lean Cushman's, but the good Cushman's. It's got that like high anise to it, which is almost reminds me of the Gary. Wow, I'm really excited for this one. I'm getting okay. I feel like I'm getting more Bubba Kush as I'm letting it open and kind of waft.
I get like notes of like each one like at separate times.
Yeah, I didn't, but now like in this distance, I'm definitely.
Like sometimes I crack it and I get that like OG like.
And this one looks crazy. This one looks fucking crazy, guys. This one looks crazy. Oh yeah. Okay, excited for this one. Yes. So, all right. If you're not ready, get your dabbers ready. We're about to go on another dab after that Pokemon tirade. What if we would have pulled the? Can only certain cards be in certain packs though? Like it's not possible to get X card in these like packs.
I would call it the chase card.
Chase card?
Yeah. Which is
Oh,
like
okay.
the one card that cuts the
So, like, for instance, just to make it easy, like the card that
each like set
the card
has a chase
that,
card.
Logan Paul had, or whatever Paul brother, you couldn't just find that in one of these, right?
I mean, that's the first PSA 10. I'm sure there's maybe something. There's another one out there.
Background? You couldn't. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, you couldn't find one. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I just wanted. I don't understand this stuff, so. Okay. That's better perspective for me. Cool. And where? I guess it could be anywhere, but where is the most common place that people would go buy those packs?
Walmart are usually the same kind of store that buy like absolute retail. Walmart is like half of like $5 retail. Best Buy is number one. Okay.
I'm being taught about Pokemon today. This is fucking the next thing I'm gonna get into. I'm gonna know nothing, and then I'm gonna come back in a few months, and I'm gonna be like, I just got the newest. Of all the things I didn't get into as a kid, I'm hitting myself now. Like, fuck, man. Pokemon was the thing. Pokemon fucking worth all this money now? Fuck, man. People going crazy still?
Big investment. You don't have Pokemon, you're missing out.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is like you've even got your normal people, like your non-collectors, going in on Pokemon now. Yeah. Yep. Exactly. The hype. I love it. Exactly. I'm always talking about that. Okay, we're about to go in third jar. The jar that's got me the most excited, for my taste, the Bubba Kush Mints from Hunter the Hashman. And you guys will be able to find this if you like any of the stuff we're saying on any of these jars. The Lost Dutchman. I don't think we ever finished as far as will they be able to get it from anywhere other than the.
Okay, so at this moment, most likely, again, the Metro.
Zip
But we
Metro.
are talking to a couple different dispensaries who have gotten samples and loved it. We haven't locked anything 100% in, but
Yeah.
it is looking very likely that we will have a few different locations of spots to be able to go on the retail brick and mortar
Dope.
side.
Cool. Cool. And then there's always Zip Metro,
Well,
which once you get it, it's
yeah, and they've been shout out to them because they have done that first drop really was good for them as like beta test with like seeing like a high traffic volume in a short amount of time, and they've done a lot to improve the website. So if you were trying to grab a jar before of the Piatella, which there's still some up there,
okay. Dope. Good to know.
the website works a lot better now. So stay tuned. We're going
Oh, yeah.
to keep improving that and be doing more. We might, soon be a Dutchman exclusive website where you can just find only the Dutchman stuff. And
Oh, sweet. Okay. Cheers, guys.
Very gassy.
BK Noose, I don't know if we already covered this. BK Noose said, still got to email you back, Hunter, but let's continue the conversation.
Yes, let's get some of these sample over your guys' way. Yeah.
The Myers is still like, the Hunter goat strain, but for my taste, that's the one for me. Yes. Very Cushmany, but cushy, gassy. I think it had the best palate stainer of the new ones too. Yeah.
I agree. That one's really good. I think you'll like the Gushman a lot.
Okay.
Too.
Hell yeah.
The rainbow's good, but it's a little lighter.
Exactly. A little bit lighter. Yep.
I think that one is the newer one. Favorite breading. We just gotta, dial it in a little bit more
Yeah.
to get it really punching with those flavors. But
You've got some good, you got some good ones to work with, start with, that kind of thing.
Thanks for that. Well, we need one.
We did have someone hit us up. We had Deadbeat Lucas. Deadbeat Lucas. I gotta tap into the Black Market hash bean out here. If by out here you mean AZ, then just hit up Team Kaya page. You can hit up the AZ Collective page. Yes, this is rec stuff, as we were mentioning. As he was just saying, right now you can get it through Zip Metro, but they're working on getting in some actual dispos. So you'll be able to just run and grab it yourself too. But Zip Metro's pretty easy. I've done it a few times. Right to your door. There's not many people going right to your door in Arizona right now. Which is dope.
Usually we do the show with, mediocre hash. So, so we're doing the show with nothing but fire. It's kind of wearing on quicker than usual.
Well, yeah, this guy's been getting.
I got fucked. I got fucked in the beginning. Right? That banger fucked me so bad.
Oh, that's right. You went hot to start.
hot.
Yeah, you went hot to start.
I shouldn't have. It wasn't my banger, so I didn't know. I don't know how to use it. So I'm just like, fuck. Damn. So you were not gonna get like a.
Appreciate all the good info. Yes. Yes.
Pretty nice. Do it.
Okay, so we covered that. We've covered up to you moving over to the local joint, and we kind of skipped ahead and already covered the how you came about Lost Dutchman. Did we miss anything in there? Did we miss it? Were there any other dispensaries?
As far as like the rec market
Yeah.
stuff, like that pretty much covers all the bases. So after local, after I left local, I took some time off, and in this whole time, like, I had like got my own like personal setup at the house, and just a couple of good homies, gardens, would just kind of be working with them and like watching shit,
Cool.
and I kind of just kept that up for like a little while because after local the market's just tough, you know what I'm saying? And like the hash wasn't like not a ton of people were looking for anything, and I was like kind of jaded with the whole rec scene at that point, and just busting my butt for like not a whole ton of money, and then not being able to like make calls that I know would like help us in the long run, that like maybe like upper management wasn't seeing at the time. So it was like, all right, I'm just gonna kind of do my thing and like hone in the craft, and like if something pops up again, like it pops up, because this has always been the dream to like do something that like I can like it is like that's why my brand is on the bottom of the jars, because the lab is like my own thing. I had Dutchman's facility, it's all my own equipment, all my own money put up for it. I do everything myself. They respect my input on things, and they kind of see that I have been doing this hash thing and kind of understand it a little bit now, and it's cool to do that and like deal with the struggles of trying to do it in that scenario, but not just be working for like the man or like some fake like big entity and just busting my butt and not really seeing like the results. So kept doing my thing. The timing came up, and got right, and we popped back in. Yeah.
I love that. I love that because that's not the story you often get to hear. And as someone who kind of values that stuff also, it's nice that you get to do this, be your own entity, but still be, working in the big game or whatever, the legal game, the rec market, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's I'm blessed to have this opportunity, and I don't think people realize, a lot of like the brands that you see, like they don't own licenses and like all this stuff. There's like a lot of people that come into different facilities and like lease a license, and like that is like stuff that like is the way in. Like some of these places need help, and it's tough in the market, and they're trying to move stuff. And if you have a skill set, that help people like someone like me, that there's more opportunity out there than you think. I would guess I would say.
I love hearing that.
Yeah. You don't need like millions of dollars to try, go get your shot at this.
That's awesome. God damn, I'm so high, but that's a great segue
Anyway,
into.
the issue is usually good material and like, be able to work with it, right?
Yeah, I mean, as far as like for someone like me, that's why I was kind of like, again, like waiting for like the right grow and the right time, and like, I've been trying to make a couple things happen here and there, like in those gap years, and like some stuff fell out, and then some stuff like people approached me, and it was like, I don't think this material is necessarily gonna do what we think, so I'm not gonna try and like
Good man.
push this
Yeah.
super far.
Be honest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just run through.
Well, like I said, I was like, slowly pleasantly surprised with the Dutchman stuff. The first time I kind of like popped my head over there, like, Jordan wasn't running the spot yet, and then fast forward to like about a year ago, when like we were about to test all this stuff, and we were coming in and just taking some lowers from some rooms, and I walked some rooms, and I'm like, okay, like this stuff's actually like, comparable to like stuff's like my homies. Times like some of them, not everything, but some of them, like that lemon, I was like this is like fire, like some good stuff, like
micro growers, super design, good material.
Well, and it's hard when you're independent, like for them, dispos don't want someone like that in their stores, because it competes with like these top end brands that maybe aren't delivering that full package. So it's not only do they not want to like put you in as a top shelf. Like sometimes they won't even let you get in. It's like a cheaper brand. That's where I think you can. If you look around, like some of these more craft brands that are offering like good deals. I mean, like Dutchman, their zips are like $60. You know,
That's
Crazy.
Damn. Okay.
some of it's smoking good. You know, I reached out to Miracle Earl. I saw he's doing those pools. And he was like, can we try and get some Dutchman flower in there?
Dope. There you go. There you
I
go.
think people will be surprised, like what you can get for $60 these days.
Yeah.
Available
Some of
fire.
the hash it makes, like the you know, they tell me the hash on lime comes to like so you know, and you really can't make, you know, you can't polish a turd. Really.
I also love this kind of, I don't know, you know, whoever's at the headquarters of Dutchman, but it's like them grabbing you, them even, granted it's kind of you behind it, but them doing something like that, that's really helping get their name out there.
Yeah.
You know, more to the people who don't know. Because even someone like me who literally works in the industry and I'm over here and I was dumb about them, but now that you're with them, I'm like, I know this company. Oh, they've been around 7 years type thing. So
Yeah.
I feel like they're making the right.
Yeah, and the
moves.
last year, you know, really, you know, they've been really trying to like get out to the events and like,
Smart.
you know, they, you know, sponsored Jason's podcast and stuff, and we give away like a zip on there periodically and some jars, and it's, I think people are slowly starting to realize, cause, you know, they didn't, that was the case, you know, like I said, I didn't even know about them a few years ago, and it's like, they're like, oh shit, like these guys actually have some decent stuff, so it's refreshing to see, you know, and be a part of.
Yeah. And great for them.
Yeah.
Let's crack another jar for you guys. He already talked this. He got me excited for more gas. So, yep. Bingo. We're going Gush Mints. We just followed probably my favorite dab of the day up that Bubba Kush Mints up with another mint. This time Gush Mints, if I can get the jar off.
You got this big guy. Is it the thumbs? It's the
It's the thumbs. Sorry, it's the thumbs. Yeah. Thank you. I had to get it started for me.
So that
Another crazy color.
yeah, so that one's just some second press that was like a little tester. See how,
Some second press.
see how like the rest of it's curing up, or else I would have brought like sort of a first press, but just to see how stable it would be. But that jar's been out for like 2 weeks.
To me, this is what Hashington said about the last one. This is what I would say about this one. This is, of the gassy ones, this is the fumy one. This is the petrol. That one was mints, Kush mints. This one has some sting to that back. Again, though, another jar that I'm excited for. That's yeah. And that's a strain that I've actually smoked a bunch of, so I'm very familiar. And that's a nice Kush mints cut.
No, it's 100 script show.
What?
100 Jack script
Oh. Yeah, but also I didn't want to get into it. I don't want to get into the other topic.
That's
No. 'Cause he wants to do me dirty.
I don't wanna
He has
do
to.
dirty.
He doesn't
I'm
even
not
want
gonna
an
talk
episode,
about it.
but fucking oh, look at Puff Dabby. Yeah, if you like the stream, make sure to drop a sub or a follow. That's right. That's right. Support that content, guys. We got mostly regulars in here, but I see some newbies. I see that first time chatters. Make sure you're following, guys.
So yeah, I think Ripper is actually Russ from Lost Dutchman.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
Oh, because he said, yeah, my bad, we missed that. Asked Hunter about the new strains LDC is growing just for him. Dope.
Yeah. So
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, Ripper.
I told you before, you know, I was gonna be working on this fucking gas. Yeah. So everything here is the genetics they have. Right. So a lot of this stuff you find in their flower, like this is all stuff that's living still.
Okay.
We've got some new genetics that I help them curate that will be coming out in the year. You'll be like working on them stuff.
Okay.
So, working on getting them like some of mild stuff, and like you probably like that rainbow fruit crop. Like you know, do a little bit of drawing. That's my buddy Cactus Crab. He's
I know the name.
Yeah, he's in the community, you know, not in the industry like that, but just like OGs that we've known for a long time. When I got my own, you know, he was one of the homies who was talking about that I linked up with, you know, spent a lot of time in his garden and like, you know, making hats for people and stuff. And, I think genetics and materials and stuff over the years.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, he's saying shh.
Okay.
But he's just kidding.
Wait, what?
But besides that, we popped some seeds from pure milk stuff.
Okay.
And yeah, we're gonna be having banana milkshake, grape jam, and red sushi.
Red sushi.
Yeah. Look at how excited he got. My God. Clip that moment, okay? Because that you don't often get that from Washington. I also love how you guys went. You know, it's like yellow, red, and I got the second one. Great. It was the yellow, purple. Yeah, you guys went fruity on that one. Okay, dope. Dope.
So trying to get in some, you know, new school stuff, like especially for the high end, you know, hashing up pretty cool. I'm trying to market to with, you know, some of this stuff. Trying to get those flavors that people want to see. There's some other stuff that we're popping here pretty soon. It's a little bit more down the line, so I'll wait to kind of talk.
Okay.
about
Yeah,
stuff.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Keep everyone in suspense.
That was good though. You gave us some
Yeah.
new stuff to look out for along with all of this stuff. I'm a gas man, so you already got me with these. And like I already said, what is his name? John. Great cut of Gushmints you have here. I'm loving how fumey it is. I'm looking forward to this dab.
You know what I haven't heard from recently? It may just be my spot. That Green Dot.
I feel like it just got more quiet with them.
Got
But
quiet.
I feel like they have been dropping because people do send me stuff from time to time. But I just thought that we covered them so much, you know, that we didn't need to rush to cover every jar they drop type thing. But I do feel like they've kind of taken over as one of the leaders of dispo, rosin, big companies.
We don't care. I mean,
We don't carry them either.
damn, that's crazy. My biggest countries too.
Now it's kind of the name of the game is as we're talking with Hunter is like sometimes it doesn't, you know, craft doesn't matter because it's all getting on the shelf in the first place. But some won't even let you.
Yeah,
You know?
we offer a huge discount at my dispensary. You didn't offer it, kind of like you had to take it. That's the name of the game now.
Yeah.
You got the cheaper price, better deal for us.
Yeah, it's tough, but like I said, we're talking to a couple of places right now, and seems like they would be a good fit for our type of stuff, and so far they
Because people will buy quality.
yeah.
That's smooth.
She almost surprises me with some really nice. The mint comes out on the back. It was all like more fumy on the nose, but there's like a dessert element added to all the kind of gas, which is great. So, yeah,
Yeah, those got like the cookies kind of like dessert.
those popped out on me, kind of surprised me. Those surprised me. I wasn't expecting those.
Yeah, I was expecting like hell, like petrol or whatever.
Yeah, more petrol. Not that it's not there though, but now it's like both.
That's just good. Hella smooth.
Yeah, the two
That's
gas
the
rings for me are definitely some of my favorites from you. I think the last one I'll still say is my favorite, but that one was great. Yeah.
Ours is a special. Genie dumps in the. Oh yes.
I'm excited. Like, you've been excited for one of these gassy strains. I'm excited for this.
I know.
So I've been all this,
And
this whole time I've been going through all these
Hello, guys.
gassy strains. I've been going like, God, they smell good, but they're not me. And every time I come back to this lemon, I go,
I don't know if he's still in the chat, but I'll shout out Dunn. That was a smart call though, saving the lemon for last. Cause honestly, I probably would have been tasting that Myers lemon through every dab. Cause even though I know you want everyone to stain, but there's just sometimes those ones where you're like, God damn, man.
Well, that's why I entered it, and I think that's why it still did
Yeah.
well in the competition.
You stole.
Oh, sure.
Exactly.
who?
I agree with you.
Because Rookie says we're getting some soon, meaning you guys. That means
We get some soon of Green Dot or of, I doubt it's of Hunter.
And
That would be sick if we got Green Dot though.
great part about the collab with Hunter is that he gets to work directly with Jordan while the flower grows. Really dialed in.
100% Ripper. 100%.
Starting point for Hunter to work.
And those are the best relationships, and those produce the best hash, best terps. Maybe I shouldn't say best hash, but best terps. You're gonna get the best terps for sure. But and I mean, aside from that, Adoy. Why wouldn't you want to work with? It's just a common. That's a common thing, but too often they don't. And I love hearing it and love seeing it because it will be a game changer for them and you.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, because, like, the more you learn, like, you know, each wash, like, kind of, like, tells and stuff about, you know, the condition of, like, everything that's going on. And it's been cool to see. I mean, you can just see from, like, the last round of stuff, it's on, like, improvements that have, you know, everything's definitely personally, like, better, and like just as the materials coming to me, like I've seen them, you know, take my feedback and like implement stuff, and you know, because like you get in there and you watch some stuff and check out some plants, and you know you gotta read the resin. You know, the resin kind of tells you.
Ooh, I mean, sure, read the resin.
It informs you, you know, and like the health of things, and you can kind of, you know, start to work backwards, move it together. Like the first time we watched that Gushman's, like I didn't like it, like, at all, and you know, the second time, yeah, so
Yeah.
it's cool to see that.
I 100%. I was gonna even say we've in our journeys of meeting some of the different hashers and things, we've heard just same stories and crazy stories like those where it's like, I've been running this for this long, and now all of a sudden I'm getting 6% on it, or now I've unlocked this terp on. You know, you just hear these stories, and it's great that to the people who are the craft people who aren't giving up on shit and terps and yeah.
It's hard to give up when you know you love it and it's just part of your lifestyle. Like I wouldn't be able to, you know, be involved like in this in the community unless I was doing what I'm doing, you know.
I think that's where, and not to generalize it, but unfortunately we both and you have worked in the dispose, so it's just unfortunate most companies don't see that value because again, the ones that do, we're gonna have magic. The ones that actually value and work with their hasher and grower and all that, it just, yeah, shows in the product.
Yeah.
And I do think, in a way, maybe I could be wrong on this. This is like more of a guess for the future, but I do feel like we are kind of. I'm seeing, like obviously you have your person on the. I want the cheapest thing I can get, but I do feel like quality in the dispo world is in an uptick a little bit.
Yeah, and you know we're hopefully gonna try and be quality that's like also like not like break the bank.
Affordable, yeah.
You know, we got bills to pay, but like also like
we don't need to be.
we recognize, you know, I recognize the fact that there's like taxes involved and like, you know, a $70 jar isn't like a $70 jar, like with like taxes and having to tip your bartender and like all that other stuff. So like
Yeah.
I'm trying to like factor it in to like make sure like it's not like costing you more money to get something that you could find the same quality for elsewhere.
I think the cheapest rosin we carry right now is always like $35.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
You carry similar?
We do carry that one, and then the other one that will hit that price is Mr. Honey that we reviewed last season.
Oh my god.
Yeah, remember we reviewed them twice.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And then
They got
the
some
other
of
price we carry is drip. We got trip and drip, and that's the only two
Okay.
rosins we carry. I think we're gonna be getting a new one here like 27 or something like that.
We carried more, but at the moment we're like dead on rosin.
Like slow for
Yeah. And so that's my thing on it. Like as much as I want, and he did say we're getting Green Dot, and as much as I want your company, I work 40 hours a week or whatever, and I probably see a rosin guy once a week, maybe.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Exactly.
And I vibe with him, but like that's the one guy. And I do sell other rosin, but there's only one person that cares about it like that I see
Yeah.
on a continual basis. That
Exactly.
you know, I put the average at one guy a week that actually cares about my rosin. Everybody cares about the rosin he's getting it.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I used to call it like Weed Mart. When I was
Yeah.
like other day Weed Mart.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like,
yeah. No, you
so,
again.
like,
We're same
it's
page.
Different, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just a
Yeah.
different type of consumer.
Yes.
And there are still shops out there that serve that more niche consumer, and that's hopefully like what we're
Superior
going
still exists. They still exist, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'd say they're one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They, we're kind of always that,
Mhm.
There's a couple independents out there still that, still do stuff like that, and that's hopefully, with Zip too, it gives us a great opportunity if we can put stuff up there like that.
Honestly, yeah. That whole thing is genius of you guys. It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For other independents, like, hopefully you'll start to see, more stuff up there, and that kind of lane open up for them with, that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
One more dab to take. What? Go ahead.
Abby said, "Is it lemon honey time?"
God damn it, Abby! You nailed it on the frickin' head. It is that time. Last dab of the day, and actually, even though you've been doing all the dabs with us, I wanted you to also get into some fun terps you don't get to always smoke. So feel free to crack that and then take a fatty out of there. That's the Gary Payton. Hashington and I are gonna go on the famed Myers Lemon. First time we'll be going in on the cold cured version of it, though, I believe.
It was all good.
And as like maybe a final topic to throw out at both of you guys that I didn't tell either of them about, that some of you may know about, kind of the rage of the internet, and I don't even know the full story, but we'll just I was curious on your guys' thoughts. So Archive Seeds, the man behind Moonbow and Oishi and all the like fucking all the bows and the belts and shit like that. Love that seed bank. But he has a first off, there's the Toad Venom drama itself, right? Toad Venom has its own drama of like who started Toad Venom? Is it Toad Venom or Frog Poison? But now Archive Seed made a cross. Toad Venom and Oishi. This is, like breaking the internet. He sent out all these seeds, and then apparently, like,
They're mixed up.
Yeah, they're mixed up. I don't really the full story is kind of like back and forth, but like he's almost like some people think he's tarnished his reputation. Also he's so high.
1-800 not Toad.
Yes. So yeah, just curious your guys' thoughts on that whole like, what do you think about a guy giving out
Hey,
the wrong seed?
People make
and then-
mistakes. I don't like to say. I mean, did he get refunds?
So his story goes, he said, I offered full refunds to everyone that ordered, and only 3 people took me up on refunds, and then one of those reordered or something. So it was like only 2.
I mean, he tried to make amends.
Yeah, I mean, I bought some of those seeds too.
Oh, this is
Hey,
great. Oh, this is,
that's
I didn't even know that. I knew that you
So-
bought seeds, but I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, so I was trying to kind of pay attention to it a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is literally, I did not plan this, but this is perfect. From someone who actually got the seeds, his thoughts, and if you were one of the 3 that got the refund.
I didn't get the refund.
Okay.
Thank you, more seeds.
Hell yeah.
I was paying attention and what the mix-up was, and some people got paid for the better cuts and got something else. Green Dragon, blood from the something from the Green Dragon to confirm like the papers and verify like yeah, that's better. So we imagine right now, he says the seeds were made from the right cut, but now everyone wants to probably gut and whether that makes them happy, like how do you know like that's the right one?
Credibility out the window.
Yeah, so I mean, I think the way he came into the grade, like, yeah, alright, like, you can refund, we'll give you a refund. If not, like, they're still doing something to make it right, you know? I think that's the classic way to handle it. I was a massive fan of Dosino back in the day.
Another great one.
People love a lot of his new stuff. I haven't, worked with a lot of Ishi yet or
That's
any of that, but
That's one of my favorite strains.
I knew that.
Okay.
I had that was in mind. Like when getting those seeds, actually, I'm like, I know you guys really like it.
Yes.
I got another buddy who works with Solventless Refinery actually, and he really loves that Uichi.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I don't mind either way. It's still crossed to Uichi, so it's probably gonna be something cool, even if it's not the Toad.
And you got extra shit.
Yeah, extra shit that he said he's not gonna release to anyone else. So.
And I love that you brought up Solventless Refinery because it actually reminded me. So I'm a good example of this because I'm someone who I think Archive. If I had to list favorite genetic base. For me, it's Archive because I'm such a big Moonbow guy, and then obviously the Uichi's like my favorite. So I love Archive's genetic base. I don't really love Archive the dude, and I feel like it's how a lot of people feel about Solventless Refinery. It's almost the same thing. It's like he always wants to pick fights and say things and have an opinion, which is fine, but he's always just so smarmy in his opinion, and yeah, so he's always going at other people.
Flip that, send it to him.
Yes,
Fuck
flip
that.
No. No.
He said
And
yes.
that's the thing, that's what I'm saying. I love Archive.
Which one? You haven't seen Pick the Fight yet, motherfucker.
I just wish he wasn't so attitude, but I get it. He's also getting attitude towards him.
Dig your own hole.
Myers Lemon, the one that started it all, got Hunter back in that hash game. Cheers, guys.
That's why I wanted to wait.
And that's why, even though, those are my fave, that one is the crowd pleaser. If you're gonna share one jar to a normal gabber. And yes, hi in Arizona, Instagram story warrior. I don't love those types. It's like, yeah, people are picking fights with you, but you don't have to also then keep fueling it on. And that's how I feel about Archive, too. I love him. I wish he would just shut his damn trap sometime. Someone commented, Myers Lemon was my top flower choice at the Garden Classic, so I know the rosin is gonna be fire. It is fire. The Piatella was fire, but we're not really Piatella guys. That is what I was looking for. Crazy lemon. Love the earlier comment about the lemon rind. I get that. I would also stand by the lemon tree and the Amarillo, thank you. I always blank on that one. The Amarillo, the lemon tree. It's a great lemon. It's that like. Even though I said the nose is sweet, it is still got the very sour to it too. You know, but the sweet part is that Amarillo part. I think your gas ones for me stack up with that one, and I think you're gaining a little arsenal here.
Yeah, we've been working hard. We're trying.
Yeah.
You know, I've really been trying to be strict with the QC on and
That's the most important thing.
Bring out. We're talking about doing like those $35 brands too. We thought about doing stuff in that lane too, and like doing a more full spec product, like because some of these strains, like. Some of these ones, like the full spec would still,
the Myers would 100% still come out.
Yeah,
100%.
If you could get that for like $30-$40, I feel like the rec market, that's a really good lane for people.
And that's you gotta pivot to where it's going to, and that I think that is a smart overall.
Yeah,
Yes, by you.
Serve both types of customers. Someone who really wants like a 90, like first, second wash type of thing, and then someone who wants a good hash but doesn't want to spend a little bit extra.
For me, that's kind of like Tri-County. Tri-County isn't quite full spec, but it's like almost. I don't have a jar with me, so I'm forgetting the exact. But and I love Tri-County.
Okay.
And it's one of the cheaper jars on the menu type thing. But it's just as fire. It's just as terpy. Obviously, you gotta have someone who knows what they're doing. But yeah, 100%.
Yeah. No, I like how 710 Labs does like the tiers and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's by yield, right? I always fuck that up, but it's by yield.
I think so, but like I think the Percy they do like only 90 type of thing.
Okay. So that would make sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not 100% sure how it works, but I think they have tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, and like 3 be like more full spec type of option.
Yep.
But all this main stuff is all 90%.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Except for the time. Five is gonna be like a 70 to 159 first and second. Just because it's such a low yielder, like that was like that's like 2% run on that one. But the terps are good, it came out nice, so be careful it's going to burn out. Not every strain, some strains fall in those slightly smaller head ranges too.
Yeah.
Still makes them fire. It seems like the low yield ones, especially.
Yeah.
So.
Fuck yeah. Great show.
But yeah.
Thank you for coming, bro.
No,
We appreciate you. We appreciate you bringing the terps, bringing yourself, telling your story, being our and my first guest. I've said for like 3 years I was going to have an interview, and I've just never... I mean, we've done stuff, and people have not let us release stuff, but
It's whatever.
But yeah, it's dope for you to come live, talk with us, break it all down, let us try everything. Thank you guys for watching. Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.
Thanks, everyone.
Fuck yeah. Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming.
Fuck
Great
yeah.
episode.
Thanks for having me.
Good job, Hashington.
Ruben, I thought you
I'm
died.
baked, bro.
Dude, as soon as